Hi guys, back with another video. This is Wondering Source No Whatevs. This is my second take because I got a call in the middle of my whole entire thing, and I don't want to really reveal the phone number. So, yeah, I'm sorry guys. But, so we're starting. We start off with Deku in his room. And, no, not his room. At the UA entrance, showing a student ID, and they're scanning the chips in the student IDs, and they're patting him down. And this student ID has security that not even the best hackers could even dream to be able to hack through and get the same code. So they feel pretty safe. And then we time skip to where Deku is at the UA, and they're counting down from 5 to get ready with the test. And Deku is already fully times 7, and the pressure of his legs is radiating. And everyone's like, what's up with this guy's quirk? And everyone, it starts counting from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as it shows off, a massive air pressure is thrown, and everyone's almost thrown out of the arena. No, thrown into a wall. And all they hear is a high clap. And this almost, and everyone's ears are ringing. But this didn't stop Shoto, Bakugo and Todoroki from leaving. But as soon as this test started, Shoto is blasted a whole entire mountain of ice at them. But frankly, for this, because of the air pressure, the whole entire ice that ever came out of Shoto's hand was instantly broken and disintegrated by the air pressure of his running. And Shoto notices that Deku's almost already done with the first robots, and he defeated them with just simple air pressure. So Deku's just running past these, and Shoto's like, time to use it. And I'm gonna change it a little bit. Shoto has kind of like this ball of ice, and he shoots it with high speeds, and Deku is trying to dodge these, but one frankly comes too close, and Deku tries to punch it. He does so, but notices that his whole entire hand is frozen nice, and frankly, this ice is pretty strong. It's like really strong and numbing his hand, and he breaks it. He's like, damn, that Shoto. And he starts throwing it, trying to stop him from running. One almost hits his feet and slightly puts a spike into his foot, and he's like, no time to stop. And Deku starts running, but frankly for him, because he was distracted, Shoto made it halfway to him. He's like, but he didn't see Bakugo, and then frankly he sees Bakugo pass him and shoot a high, because Bakugo has been training his quirk a lot. Actually, no, he turned his quirk a lot and got AP shot and got AP shot already and shot it straight at him. And actually, yeah. So he shoots an AP shot straight at Deku. Frankly, for him, Deku was already able to react to this before he was. From the hand movements, he memorized his AP shot from training with Bakugo, because he has trained with Bakugo when they were child, and he was mastering this ultimate move, and Deku frankly knew that he was taking this off of one of his attacks, which will be revealed later. And Deku sees, you damn cheater, and he's like, well, get your own shit thrown back at your face. And it shoots, and Deku's like, nope. And he gives a Bakugo a right kick to the stomach. Bakugo frankly spits of blood, like pure blood. Not a lot of it, but like just like enough for a slight glass of blood to be filled up to halfway. And he's like, he's breathing heavily. He's like, damn you, Deku. He's like, within a soft voice, like, damn you, Deku. And because of this whole entire encounter, Shoto has gotten closer. So Deku's like, well, time to use this. And takes his whole entire 4 fingers, puts it up to Shoto, and shoots. Shoto, trying to destroy this, shoots a bunch more bombs at it. But frankly for that, it goes right through them, and before they're able to freeze up the air, it goes right through it and hits. And Shoto gets hit, stomach, chest, face, and right arm, and he's like, ugh, and spits up almost the same amount as Bakugo, because almost all of them were targeted towards his gut, and he's like, damn you, and because of this, his quirk is kind of released by his emotions, so a huge, like I mean, huge mountain of ice is shot towards Deku, and Deku takes his advantage. He stops moving, and he sees the ice. The ice wasn't able to catch up to it, so he runs enough to be able to reach the end. And Deku takes a whole powered and pressures his legs like he did in the start. Everyone's catching up, and including Bakugo and Todoroki, so they're ready to attack him as soon as they reach the end of it. But as soon as they do, everyone gets shot back again by a full-powered jump from Deku. And Deku took something from the end, and everyone didn't know what it was. But it was one of the shards of one of the metal robots' armor. And this shards of armor, he took and did the exact same thing in Cannon, boosting himself to increasing speeds. And when he reached the end, he decided to stop his momentum by kicking the ground, leaving a big crater. I mean, it was like, wow, that kid's impressive. He's able to destroy most of them. And everyone's excited for this young hero's arise. And everyone reaches, and Baku comes in second, Todoroki comes in third, and everything goes as original as canon. And we reach the quirk assessment. Sorry guys for pausing. And I said quirk assessment. No, not quirk assessment. Wait, I'm gonna pause again. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, I've been pausing a lot. The first reason I paused was because there was noise, and the second is because there was more noise. You guys might be hearing the noise now. But I mean, I'm sorry for that. And now we move on to where Deku is at the Kawi. But before that, I'm going to tell it goes exactly as canon. He gets the exact same teammates and everything. Just that the outcome is a little different. So Deku right now is like, well, I'm going to try to use it. And he powers up All For One. And sees that it's different because there is now a green lightning instead of a red lightning. And I was like, Deku did something with his power. And everyone's like, huh, this is strange. Oh my god, I pause a lot, dudes. But that's beside the point. So they start off, and Deku is trying to be upper support and starts shooting a bunch of air compressed bullets. And these bullets are hitting the rear and the bottoms and everything. And everyone's getting hit by it. So basically, the rear is getting hit, and Deku's already going around and stealing the headbands. And it comes out to the point where Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki are the only ones left. Bakugo goes right towards... no, actually, Todoroki goes right towards Bakugo and was like, what are you doing? And Bakugo... Bakugo says, do it, Ida. And Ida reciprocal bursts. And he goes to a movement where no one can see it. Absolutely no one. And except Deku. I mean, no. Actually, no. He's moving so fast that people cannot react fast enough to counter him. But because Deku is times 7 right now, that means his sight is times 7, meaning that he can see things faster and think faster. So he sees Ida, and Ida's going straight for... no, actually, Bakugo's putting his hand out, ready to grab the headband, getting aimed and clocked and backloaded. And everyone's like... And everyone knows what's about to go down, thinking that Deku's headband's about to be taken. And everyone's like, yeah, that's what he deserves. And then Deku... Then it comes out, and it's kind of like those cavalry battles where someone slashes, and both of them slash, and then they stand up, and everyone's like, waiting to see who falls down, to see who got hit. And basically, we look to Bakugo, and he doesn't have anything in his hand. But neither does he have anything on his head. Yes, Bakugo's headband was taken by Izuku instead. And Todoroki's like, impressive. Not even that was able to stop you. But, let's see what this does to you. And then Deku sees that he's starting to throw those ice bombs at Deku, and everyone's like, what? No, this can't be. And he starts shooting, and he starts shooting the shots of the air bombs, no, the ice bombs that trap you. And he's like, do it now. And Uraka's like, yes. And then she puts everyone in gravitation. And then the support girl takes the jetpack. Is like, are you guys ready? He's like, yes. And then she moves to the center and goes, jetpack. And they start moving to the air. And then he's like, do it. And I'm gonna call him Dark Shadow Boy. And Dark Shadow literally covers all of them. Even though it's weakened, it will block them from the ice bombs. And everyone's like, do it, Deku! And Deku moves his hand so fast, no one's able to see it. But it ends up that all the headbands on top of Todoroki's head are snatched. And end up in the hand of Deku. Everyone's amazed that Deku was able to do this. And everyone's like, well, I have to give it to him. He's strong. But everyone's mad and excited at the same time. So then comes up the battles. And everything goes according to canon except for Deku's fights. So the first fight, Ida warns Deku that do not talk to him. Just keep your head on the battle. And Deku's like, I'm gonna try something new then. And Deku's like, well, concentrate. Thinking that he's gonna do nothing but has his eye. And he's basically meditating right in the middle. And everyone's like, what is he doing? Like, that cocky bastard thinks he can beat me without doing anything? Like, so, Izuku Midoriya, is that your name? Psst, pretty lame. Her name even comes you Deku. Don't know why, but it's probably like a pity nickname. And Deku's slightly insulted by this, because, well, I mean, Deku didn't mean bad because of, well, actually, yeah, it didn't mean the same thing as this. So, actually, I'm not going to say anything on that. So, he's kind of getting, like, annoyed by this, but he's like, focus. Then, his eyes turn to motionless. And his body takes over. And out of instinct, as soon as he's the first human, he goes in. And what he's trying to do is trying to use the exact same mode that he used against the Nomu in case of any emergencies. Knowing that he'll be able to recover from it this time. Knowing that it's a possible berserk mode. And Deku's like, well, time to do it. He thinks in his mind and is like, says out loud, berserk mode! And everyone's like, berserk mode? Then Deku, it's almost like Deku instant transportations. Instant transportation, and finds himself behind the kid, which I do not know the name of. But because of this name, wait, I'm gonna pause. Give me a second. Sorry, I paused, guys. But let's get right into it. And Deku looks at him. He's like, "So what did you need to say about Deku?" And this is his body, and he's like, "Gotcha!" And he's like, "What? Got me in what?" And he's like, "Mind control!" And he's like, "Mind control? Mind control, mind control, mind control." But because his body's controlling him, his brain is not. Well, his brain is not active. His instinct is. No, it's not fucking Ultra Instinct. So do not get yourselves excited. It's not Ultra Instinct. So don't get yourselves excited. So Deku. It's like, what are you? How does my quirk not work on you? What type of demon? It's like, what do you mean, demon? It's like, and Deku kind of, well, we'll talk about this in the future, because I didn't talk about this traumatizing moment Deku had in his life. And I'm gonna tell you it like at the last of the video. So Deku goes straight up and makes sure just to raise him and carries him over. And he's like, I give up. And he starts walking and steps out of the arena. Is like, out of automatic disqualification, Izuku Midoriya wins. And he's like, that wasn't much of a fight. The kid just gave up. I wonder what happened. Why didn't he use his quirk? And then Ida, knowing what the guy's quirk was, he's like, Deku, what type of person are you? Because no one really knows Deku, because no one knows the quirk that Deku actually has. And because of this simple transformation of mind, Deku goes straight up to ×8. And Deku's like, hell yeah! And can now use ×8, like he could use ×7, he could use it around for a week. And Deku has ×7, that means his quirk training process is shorter. So the bigger that his transformations get, the bigger that he can use his quirk. Sorry you guys couldn't hear that. My sister came into the room and started using my bathroom sink. But Deku can now use it to ×8 to how he could use ×7. Now he can use it for around a week, non-stop. And it takes him around a day to recharge his parts, so it really isn't much of it. So every single time, now Deku's using ×8 all the time. Now using ×8 to just originally do stuff, and everything goes exactly the same. Canon, Bakugo's battle, Kirishima's battle, Todoroki's battle. No, actually, yeah. Does Todoroki? I don't think Todoroki had a battle, but if he did, yeah, it goes exactly the same. So everything goes exactly the same until the battle with Deku and Todoroki. And this starts off with Todoroki saying, well, Deku, seems like it's only me and you. Are you really planning to use the same moves? I don't think you'll be able to beat me. And we see this, and then Deku has a flashback to him making his way to Todoroki's battle. And Endeavor comes up to Deku's like, well, you have the same quirk as an All Might. You have almost the same quirk as All Might. You seem powerful, kid. But I'm sure Todoroki would be able to beat you. And this will become as assurement that he someday will become the #1 hero. And he's like, Endeavor. Todoroki's told me everything. Told me everything you've done to him. Told me how you abused him. What you did to his mother. Told me everything. I used to like you. You almost used to be my favorite hero since a kid. Then after I heard that, I started to hate you. It seemed like you were the worst person that ever lived. And I'm starting to think that that's actually what you were. I don't know if you're actually as strong as everyone says you are. But you're not as heroic as everyone thinks you are. Good thing that Todoroki did not expose you to the society. Or to anyone, in fact, except me. Or some of his friends. If Todoroki exposed you, your life as a hero would have been as good as dead. And Endeavor's shocked by this, like, don't you dare talk to me like that. And Deku's like, well, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna assault a student now? You've grown so low. Endeavor losing his temper is like, you better shut up. He's like, well, okay then. sorry. And he's like, well, Deku's has a fake smile on, and Endeavor is mad. He's like, Shoto better beat that kid to a pulp. If he doesn't, then you'll get it from me. And Endeavor, knowing what Shoto did, is ready to beat Shoto when he gets home. And then he walks out to the battle, and we go back to where Deku was. And everyone's and now President Mike is saying, ready, set, go. First thing happens, Shoto throws a amount of ice. But Deku with times 8 simply flicks it away, like he did when he had actually, you know what? No, actually, you know what? No, he kicks it, he punches, and all the ice goes away, and he's like, damn it. Because the ice slightly hurt his fist, and he's like, I should have put on my iron, my metal fist hooks on. And he's like, okay, then I'll have to use my legs. And he starts roundhousing, kicking, and everything, destroying, absolutely wrecking the ice that's being thrown by Todoroki. But as destroying it, he uses it as kind of like a bait. So it gets the ice is shown, but it isn't getting destroyed. Shoto losing his stamina and getting totally frozen like a brisk, and he's like, what? And he kicks it away and he's like, yeah, he finally destroyed it. But he looks in front of him, sees Deku's right there, ready to hit a smash, and he hears these words. I told your father. Now go to sleep. And he knocks Todoroki. Todoroki's like, what? Gets thrown out of the arena. Deku finish it up. And no, actually, you know what? Todoroki is at the edge of the arena, about to step out of it. And then, for good measure, Deku throws a compressed air bullet. So I'm just gonna call it air bullet. C-A-B. B-A-C. I'm gonna call it B-A-C. So he throws a B-A-C. No, actually, no, air bullet. He throws an air bullet. And this doesn't hit Bakugo, but the air being thrown at Bakugo, which can be visibly seen because it's kind of like a misty air, is literally disintegrated. And he's like, he can feel the heat from here. He's like, so you're finally using it, Bakugo. I mean, Deku. Todoroki, my guy. And he didn't say the speech about how everyone's trying their best, because he really doesn't care. Well, he does care, but he wants himself not to be forced to do anything. He wants him to do it himself. It's like, I'm gonna have to use this to destroy you, huh? And Deku is like, Deku's like, hell yeah, now we're talking. And then Bakugo sends a god amount of fire at him, and Cement tosses the same exact thing that he does in canon, and Deku he charges up his punch, rails it back, and says, gum gum. No, I'm not gonna say that, guys. That's from One Piece. He says, okay, now, United States of Smash! And it's like, he continues using All Might's moves, and like, you All Might fell, and you hear everyone screaming. He's like, shut up! Anyone shuts up, as him screaming is times 7. So yeah, and Deku throws the punch, and just the simple air pressure destroys it. But when the actual punch makes any contact with any sort of fire, the fire disappears. And the air pressure blows. Like literally blows Todoroki out of the arena. Knocking him out and breaking a few bones, to be honest. And then we move on to the next round of battles, and everything goes the exact same. until Deku and Bakugo. The ending battles. And Baku's like, so Deku, it seems that you've defeated Todoroki. But don't think I'm the exact same. I'm different from that loser. You'll never defeat me, and you'll never defeat me either. I've been training. And both you showed me up. I'm the only one who hasn't shown his ultimate move yet. So I'll do it. It's like, ultimate move, you say? And Deku was like, well, okay then. And they both blast at each other. And they kind of do that iconic scene from Naruto where they both hit their kind of like soldiers against each other. But no, they just punch. They both punch collide. Both, the whole entire hand of Bakugo exploding, breaking at the same time because they made contact with a times 7 powered Deku. And Deku decides that it's time. Times 8! It's like, times 8. He has him scream this, and he's like, well, he's never said this before. What does he mean by times 8? And Deku goes right behind Bakugo and is like, what should I call the move? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna call it, instead of Texas Smash, he says, Texas Kick! It's like Texas Kick. And then a whole entire kick looks behind him and sees the whole entire kick coming straight at him. It kind of looks like one of One Punch Man's serious punch to Genos and Genos, and this literally to Boro, I think, and he's like, I give up before it hits him straight in the face, like breathing heavily because he cannot believe that he almost could have got killed by that. And he didn't expect Bakugo to give up, but he's like, well, this is a surprising turn of events. And Baku's like, what the hell? I don't think I'm ever going to catch up to this nerd. I won't accept that. I'll become stronger than I ever can. I won't let that nerd show me up. I'll become stronger and stronger and stronger. So then, there is where we leave it off. Actually, you know what? You know what? I'll do that. So then they give each other the medals. In first place comes Deku. Second place comes Bakugo. Third place comes Todoroki. Actually, you know what? Yeah, in third place comes Todoroki. And so, we leave it off with each other being coronated, and that's it. It's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the like button, please. Just for your information, we are going. Actually, I am posting the 5 episodes. No, I posted 3 today, so yeah, I'm posting 5 tomorrow, and expect that to get that in like in 5 hours each. Between like each one is gonna be like 5 hours. So I mean, yeah, guys. Hope you guys liked the video, and see you in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow. And I'm posting this right now at 12:15. See you later, guys. Hope you guys liked the video and do exactly what I told you. Bye, bye, guys.